my whole sculptural body revolving around the Red Rydell Visual Arts Fellowship exhibition, and also they can expect to see a whole bunch of different pottery and bowls, vases, cups, mugs that I've made very recently. And the whole experience of Open Studios, I think, is just wonderful for the whole community. Especially here, we're featuring the Tannery Arts Center, and I think it's going to be a real destination for the whole community to come see all these artists, different materials, and different conceptual ideas coming together here at the Tannery. So I think it's going to be a real excellent thing. I haven't done Open Studios since 2006, but I'm really looking forward to doing it again, and I've been working hard getting prepared for it.
I actually skipped last year because I'd been doing it for 10 years in a row and thought a year off would be a good idea. And so therefore everybody who comes to my studio will see all new work, as far as I can tell. A new project where I'm not only mixing photography and paint, which is what I usually do, but I've mixed in sculpture. This new project is called Stonewalled in Jerusalem. And it's based on a trip that I took to Jerusalem and Israel last year. Really reticent to see what the situation was like and wanted to convey what I saw. And I created a wall, three-dimensional wall, that's an interactive installation. So people will see that, plus 2 other series that I've been working on at the same time.
I'm going to work on several installations. One is actually taking up a large space outside of my studio here at the Tannery, and it's working with a new material for me, just copper, pennies actually, and it's an installation called Change for Better, and it's a bit about, well, the change kind of on the horizon, but also using many pieces to make a whole. And then I'll have a couple other installations and hopefully some small utilitarian objects made of clay and sculptural forms as well.
Last year, all of my latest work was invertebrates because I'd recently started scuba diving. This year I've moved back above the surface of the water, and all of my latest work is still related to the animals of the sanctuary here, but they're birds and whales and things like that. So things with faces, I think people like that. This theme synchronizes well with the poster project, which is Seasons in the Sanctuary is the title. Crystal Burns asked me to design this poster. It's really filling a gap in the education for kids and the public, where we know there are seasons and we know animals come and go, but nobody really knows when or which ones. So this poster shows the main animals, you know, the fun ones, and it's getting funded by Kickstarter, which has succeeded so far. We've already met our goal.
I mean, the way that I see it is that it's an incredible opportunity for the community to support the arts and to actually figure out who in their town is actually contributing to the arts globally. Because I think that, I mean, even projects like that really educate, you know, all Californians as to what, you know, is happening. And, you know, the projects that Santa Cruz artists are doing are far-reaching. They're really cutting edge, and people don't have an idea of how important the arts are to their community until they go around and see how many people in this particular town. I mean, many people are astounded by the number of artists who are actually surviving in this town. You know, I think people can learn about the arts. They can learn about how to own art and live with art. They can learn about how the arts, you know, have affected their lives just because they're Santa Cruz. Fortunate enough to live in Santa Cruz. It's a really special place.
I absolutely agree with that. I think that from an Open Studios standpoint, what it offers for the entire community, whether it's the exhibitors and the people coming to view the work, it's the diversity of work that's represented here. It's not solely painting or ceramics or sculpture, but there's, you know, installation. For me, you know, when I want to see how people interact with my work, it's landscape based, and how do they fit within that with installation work. So it's the sale is wonderful when it happens, but as an artist, it's also about having an exhibition and a goal each year where you know you have something to build on the momentum of that, and you can work on new concepts and take risks in ways that you possibly didn't have the opportunity to do otherwise.
From the Redwoods to the Monterey Bay Sanctuary, how could this place not inspire creativity? I don't know what to say. I mean, generally, art is a very lonely activity. People are in their studio creating, and in their own head, making their own work. And this Open Studios is an opportunity to people to come down to our studios and actually see the work in progress, see the progress from the years prior. And I think it's just a wonderful thing for the community just to have these 3 weekends, come out and see the artists at work.
What I noticed about Open Studios that's different from, say, a gallery show is that probably because people are coming into my home, that seems to break down a barrier of sorts, and the conversations are more personal and more intimate, and I love connecting with my customers. And what I find is that people have very personal reasons for choosing a piece of art and then buying it. Usually it represents an important event that happened to them. They're buying it because it resonates with something and they want to hold on to that or get something that can remind them of a special moment. And I really hear a lot of great stories from people, so I'm looking forward to that.